Hello, everybody. Ryan Carpenter here with No BS Golf, presented to you by P45 Knuckle Down Golf. That's right, your destination for everything golf right here in Central Georgia. Don't got to go to Atlanta, don't got to go to the coast. We got everything you need. We got the facility with my partners, thegolfpub.com. Get up there now. It's going to have a little, look like colder, rainy, possibly day today. Book your time now. Go up there later. Get off work. Have a beer, play a little golf at your favorite course somewhere around the world that you can't travel to. Nothing better than that. For me, it's the best facility for me to get players started. We take all the confusion out of, working on ball flight and swing and everything. We break it down and we build a plan that allows them to develop the skills necessary to get back outside, start applying it, put it into action, and then we start changing their games. And that's when everything really takes place. So evaluation lesson, 50% off if you purchase a lesson package with it. And that's the start to everything, folks. We're in the midst of a bunch of players going through this process right now of transferring into spring of 25. Here we go. And, it's going to be fun. So I'm going to go on a whole different topic today. If y'all have questions at all, anytime, by the way, all you got to do is hit me up. If you want to come up to the facility and meet with me, free of charge, I'll do it anytime. You want to see what it's all about, get a little demo lesson, if you will, I can do those anytime. So, because there's a lot to it, and I always want players who are inquiring at all to have a chance to ask the questions and see if this is the type of process they might be interested in. So yeah, hit me up anytime. Twitter, Facebook, you name it, P45 knuckledowngolf at gmail.com. Instagram, the real P45, you name it. So, and the website, you can go up to the little QR code up there, scan it, boom, takes you right there. You can put in an inquiry. So I want to talk a whole different ball game. Technology. So look, I don't know how to simplify this any other way than this. Technology is very cool and great. There's no doubt about that. However, there are some hidden, difficulties with understanding the application of some of the new technology, or it's what I call reinventing the wheel. And so we got to start first with this. The USGA has, their goals, obviously, and they do not go hand in hand in the least bit with OEMs. Manufacturers of golf equipment have a completely different set of goals. And those two groups of people are constantly batting heads, even though they want to all come out on, the social media and stuff and look like they're playing nice. And that ain't the case in the least bit, from a reality standpoint. From a PR standpoint, it is. And so neither one of them agree on damn near anything, to be honest. And for the sake of that matter, it's where we lie within the current, industry standards and abilities, and they can break free from this damn USGA anytime they wanted to, but they have a belief and a partnership that they're trying to maintain, and it's on the cliff looking over right now. I ain't gonna lie about that to some degree. So, anyways, the point is this: technology is a repeat of itself at this stage. The USGA has clamped down on what is allowed to be done. Size of head, COR effect, so on and so forth, And so what we get for the most part, drivers especially, the fairway woods, blah, blah, is the same thing over and over again. A different color, a different name, move this piece here, move that piece there. And you get basically the same damn thing over and over again, just looking different, fancy names, right? Was it this year with Callaway triple diamond? Like, you putting 3 diamonds in the driver, like that's gonna magically, so whatever. It is what it is, and it's fine for the player who's looking to buy. It's fantastic because they're coming into the season ready with something newer, and maybe they got a 15-year-old driver or 10-year-old driver that's beat up, And that's fine. That all of that is completely fine. I just people are getting influenced by so many things and thinking that they got this. I'm gonna buy a driver and magically, bam, I'm hitting it 250 when I've been hitting it about 215. And that's just not the case. There's no driver that can magically produce 40 yard, 35, 40 yards of magical distance increase. It's not the case. It's garbage. And for those of you seeking, it says 7 or 8 yards. I'm like, I got news for you. What's your level of play? Because 7 or 8 yards ain't gonna do nothing for your game. I mean, you go from hitting 4-iron to 5-iron or 5 to 4-iron, 4 to 5. Like, I know your statistics ain't going unless you're a striper. You got super downward angle attack with spin rate and high speed and, dropping that ball like spinning a dang playground ball, right? Like, no way. So the most of you ain't got those skills. Hell, I'm lucky to hit a 5-iron with perfect spin every time. No way. So the thing is that it's just a lot of salesmanship, right? And that's the name of the business at this point. That's why these players get $50 million contracts to wear logos. Look at this. Logos everywhere, right? Good Lord. And I ain't getting paid to wear nothing. So I'll tell you that right now. But you just got to be careful with it. And so anyways, drivers are one thing. The bigger part is, what are you doing with the driver? I fit to the player. I don't fit to the numbers and to the name and to the statistics that might exist on the open universe. One of my favorites is Golf Spy. They do great stuff. I'm not going to put them down by any stretch, but they're also testing pretty much only the best of the best and only against the best of the best in the current series. And that's fine. That's totally fine. But what they're not testing is all those clubs in my players' hands, who I know still has things that need to get better in the swing first before we can test the equipment against it. So I fit to the player, not to the numbers. And so you just got to be careful with the stuff. Now let's go to the other bigger topic, beyond the driver. That's a repeat every year. You talk about reinventing the wheel over and over again. That's every damn season at this point. The other part is, okay, so we got these cool lab putters, right? This fellow that I'm going to be working with, we were talking about a little bit, and it's so hard to dive into because especially the younger you are, you don't have, the years of background of all the things. Like, what do you think Scotty was doing technically about 30 damn years ago? He was creating the perfectly, and I love people say, well, yeah, but this is balanced. I mean, look, everybody has used the damn word balance since, literally 30 years ago. So what they're doing is they're using a lot of technical information. I'm fine with that. And let's just read it off here. Why line angle balance matters. The hallmark of great putting is returning the putter face to square at impact. Sort of. Let's hold the phone on that one for a minute. My question would be, well, what about like a Jumbo Ozaki? They didn't take him into consideration now, did they? Or perpendicular to the target line. And that's not our opinion. It's science. Well, it is an opinion because here's the problem. What if the player don't know where the target line is? What if they don't set up to it appropriately because the putter's not fit to them to allow them to set up to the target line properly? Do we still want that face returning to square when they're actually pointed 4 degrees left of target? Yeah. So hold the phone. There's an assumption there. This is the problem with this kind of stuff. There's a major assumption. Let's continue on for a minute. The latest research shows that 83% of putts starting in direction is influenced by the direction of the putter face at impact. Okay, I can live with that. That's fine. Whatever. Totally fine. The other 17% is influenced by the path of the putter head. Okay, possibly. Okay, maybe not. Again, here's the problem with all that. The assumption is this: you as a player never fault in putting motion. You're set up perfectly, you're aimed perfectly, and you have 100% robotic controllability of a putter head back and through, blah, 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 the way we would want to teach it to people, right? Well, that's some huge assumptions, which means none of that math actually matters unless you're at least within a margin of error minimum. And so as they go on, lack of balance technology makes it effortless for the golfer, effortless, no, to deliver a square putter face at impact because, unlike the putters, it keeps the putter face square to the arc throughout the stroke. It makes putting as easy as picking the right line, the right speed, and making your natural stroke. My God, we're all going to average one putt per green from now on. You take any tour professional, and I can go back all the way to the bullseye, the original bullseye. Any good putter who has developed putting skills can take damn near any putter on the market and putt really well with it for the most part. So, what does that really tell us, folks? Is it the putter or is it the player? What I want to do in rewriting this information here is if you as a player have 85% control of the input, this putter will help you a ton to use that skill and make a higher percentage return of the face square to the target. Making a lot of assumptions there. That's the problem with technology. They don't want to tell you that. They don't care about that. That don't sell product. This is nothing different. They're using special wording, lie angle, to name their putter, LAB, right? Fine. I'm totally market the shit out of that, folks. Great. No problem. But the assumptions are way too large, which means it's BS. The numbers are only those numbers if the player has incredible putting skills already in place. They're set up correctly. They're aimed correctly. They can hold the putter in a way that allows for them to, because I'll do it Thursday. I can grab one of these putters and I can show you how quickly I can make that thing not fucking work. I can show you in a heartbeat how it's not going to work. So it's this thing, like, go back and look up like Seymour putters, right? Go back and look up, I don't know, there's so many. The Ping ones from about, I don't know, they had all the insert capabilities, and once you change the lengths and things and the grips, so you could change the weight system. They're showing weights all over these place on these things, and you can alter that, and that makes this happen. I can overcome anything built into a putter and hit a shitty putt. I can show you in a half a fucking second, folks. So it's fine. I don't mind the math. The math is fantastic. I don't mind the thought process behind it. That's cool too. But they're making assumptions. They're not going to tell you about that. And you're not going to notice these things on your own unless you go through the lesson process and learn how to putt. So these all look cool. Great. They got weights all over them, and you got this hot list. Yeah. That's fun. I don't care about any of that. It's the fact that they're trying to create a promise to you that I know from experience, going back 4 decades now of all these wing dingy things over the years. Go look up how many putters have been listed on the USGA database in the last 40 years. Go back and here's one of them. Two of them that come to mind. Scotty had his what was it called? It was this Futura, the original Futura, I think. And then Ping had their Half Moon, right? They're based off the same principle. They're going to create this crazy looking putter, and even though it's crazy looking because of the design, quote unquote, you are infallible, and this putter will work great. But go look at, like I said, look, I'd have to sit here for a half a day and come on. I don't have time to make a list. So I'm not telling you they're bad putters. They're fantastic. I'm sure of that. They wouldn't be popular. But you as a player have to still be in position. Aim alone gets effed up every time I walk out on a damn golf course with players. And we have to constantly check it. So they're assuming you aim perfect every time. That's the first fault. And they're not saying it up there. Nowhere in here do I see anything about, hey, do you aim your putter correctly? If you do, then our putter will work fantastic. No, they don't say that. So I just, rant over. But the thing is that it's just, it drives me insane that people are paying attention to the wrong things in masses. And buy the putter, but learn how to use it. That's my end of that is you still need to learn how to use it. So, yeah, technology, reinventing the wheel. Lab puzzlers are awesome. They're cool as hell. Great. I love it. But I got news for you. I've seen this 1,000 times, and we're going to end up having a million of these units sitting in fucking bags one day because somebody's going to get sick and tired of it and go, I can't putt with it. And now they're on to the next damn thing, or they're back to their old one, right? And how many people have spent $900 damn on a Scotty Cameron only to be like, it didn't do me that much. Oops. So, anyhow, like, subscribe, share, folks. I appreciate it. Leave me comments. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to hear about? What do you want to, anything? You want to engage? Come on the show, whatever. Let me know. P45 KDG all over the nets. P45 Knuckle Down Golf all over the nets. Facebook, go to the QR code up there. You name it. Let me know what you want to hear. For now, Ryan Carpenter, P45 Knuckle Down Golf. Take care.